Selena Gomez's mom refollows her on Instagram.
Kylie Jenner is hiding Stormi.
And is Kim Kardashian going to be on Stranger Things?
All that and more on today's rundown. Hey you guys, Taylor Swift may have just called out Ed Sheeran on Instagram.
Yeah, and Selena Gomez's mom just followed her back. It's an exciting day. If you remember, Selgo and her mom had a major falling out at the end of last year, which was rumored to be caused by, of course, Jelena getting back together. And not only did Selena and her mom unfollow each other on Instagram, but in January, Mandy took to Facebook writing, quote, "I taught Selena to be a strong woman, but as everyone in their 20s, she is finding herself. I am a threat to the people who are trying to take advantage of her because she knows she can trust me and I love her, so they put dents in our family. That is not love, friendship, or the way God's love works. That is manipulation for selfish gain." So she ended that rant by saying, "If she hasn't muttered anger about me, then I have not done my job as a mother." But it is looking like things might be better between these two because Mandy just refollowed Selena on Instagram yesterday and posted some sweet words about her daughter's voice role in the upcoming live-action film, The Voyage of Dr. Dolittle. She wrote, "Congrats, Kirschenbaum, Selena Gomez. I love reading press releases like this. Good peeps from great projects. XO." But before we assume that things are now good between these two, let it be known that Selena has not yet refollowed her mom, nor has she liked or commented on the recent post her mom made about her upcoming movie. Oh, this is kind of an interesting situation because Instagram should not be a place where family feuds go down. I feel like no matter what happens in life, family is your family, and I think catering to the whole Instagram world is just an off-limits thing. You shouldn't be following and unfollowing each other on Instagram. I don't know.
I mean, like, we've all done it, whether it be an ex or an ex-friend, where you're like, you know what, I don't want to know what's going on in your life. We're not in each other's lives anymore. You unfollow them. But your mom, no matter how big of a fight I have ever gotten into with my mom or would get into, I could not see myself ever unfollowing her.
And then just like putting this out there on social media just seems like a weird place to handle your family business.
Agreed. Kim Kardashian just sparked some acting rumors after TMZ asked her if she'd ever be on Stranger Things. When TMZ caught up with Kim outside her Dash store yesterday, she was asked if she'd ever want to go on the show Stranger Things, and her response definitely wasn't a no.
Will we ever see you on Stranger Things? Would you ever want to be on them?
How's Kylie and Stormi doing?
Show. It's your favorite show?
Yep. Well, besides Keeping Up.
I mean, we do know Millie Bobby Brown and Kim are pretty close. After all, she did send Millie a Valentine. After watching the clip, I will say, she's not saying no. But is she not saying no because maybe they've talked about it, or is she just not saying no because she wants to leave the door open?
Yeah.
Or so we'll talk about her on DHR.
I mean, I feel like putting Kim Kardashian in Stranger Things is probably not gonna happen, just because that show has a certain vibe to it and there are a lot of really strong actors on that show. I don't think she's gonna be on Stranger Things, if I had to guess, but I definitely think she'd say yes if she was approached to be on the show.
Oh yeah, 100%. She even said it was her favorite show. So if this is her favorite show, like, girls, of course, I want to be on Stranger Things. If they called me up and asked me, I'd be there.
Totally.
I'd be 12.
Well, we all know that Kylie Jenner kept her pregnancy a secret, but rumor has it that she's also going to keep motherhood a secret too. A source just exclusively told Us Weekly, quote, "She is extremely protective and she's very focused on trying to keep motherhood private for right now. She used to love being in the limelight, but that has totally changed." Now, the source went on to say that all Kylie wants is for her privacy to be protected right now and is pretty demanding about that at this time. Though Kylie is trying to keep her daughter's life as private as possible, Stormi's birth certificate was unfortunately just leaked. TMZ obtained the document, which revealed that her full first name is in fact Stormi. It is not short for anything, and apparently Kylie did not give her daughter a middle name. Speaking of keeping your private life private, Khloe Kardashian recently appeared on the UK show Lorraine and hinted that she does not want Caitlyn Jenner involved in her baby's life. So when the interviewer asked if having her new baby would affect anything between her and Caitlyn, she said, quote, "I don't think it affects anything with Caitlyn. Things are just as they are." Well, just to chime in on the Kylie part of this story, I think it's totally normal to want to keep your, like, even people who aren't famous want to keep their time with their baby private. I know a lot of people who won't even invite their family over to see the baby for months because they want to cherish that time alone with their child Totally get it, not surprised. But Khloe not allowing Caitlyn Jenner to be involved in her child's life, if that's true, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with, mostly for Khloe, because you grow up with someone as your dad, that transition happens, that's confusing and difficult to kind of understand, and then you're bringing a child into the world trying to explain that. I can understand that it's complicated, and I think it's probably the hardest for Khloe.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for Khloe. It's unfortunate that this kind of feud between the Kardashians and Caitlyn is still going on, because I remember reporting on this months ago and hoping, because they've been in each other's lives for so long, that it would be settled by now. But it's just sad that now new children are coming into this world. Who knows if Kim will introduce her new baby to Caitlyn, and Khloe, we at least know Kylie will, because I know Caitlyn was congratulating Kylie, and the only reason that she wasn't in the hospital is because I guess she was out of the country. But Kylie did respond with like a heart and love you. So I think they're fine. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. I will say it again, I hope they all make up. I'm sure they will one day. It's sad.
It's sad.
So Taylor Swift just posted an adorable video where she kind of called Ed Sheeran out for peacocking. The cute clip was actually a little behind the scenes snippet from their Endgame video shoot and featured both Ed and Tay sitting together, but in the vid, Ed was sitting a little bit higher up than Tay, and she calls him out for it.
I just want to start by saying that this is what he does. He tries to elevate himself just like geographically so that he can seem
Taller.
better than me.
Taller.
Like experts will study this and say that you're like, what are you doing? You're like peacocking right now.
The video is captioned, "Look what I did for you today," and we realize why it's captioned that at the very end.
It's only because you wear heels the whole time, and I'm
Look
like,
what I did for you today.
Also, to add to the Taylor Swift story, I don't know if you guys heard, but Kylie Khloe, who used to be in Taylor's squad, and for all intents and purposes, we thought they were best friends. Apparently, paparazzi caught Kylie with Katie grabbing sushi in LA on a Wednesday, and that just seems so mind-blowing to me because, of course, Katy Perry and Taylor Swift have always had a feud together. If Taylor was best friends with Kylie Khloe, would Kylie be spotted hanging out with Katie at dinner? Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but early January of this year, Kylie Khloe was promoting a Love magazine advent campaign that she was doing on Twitter, and she captioned this photo of her with a basketball with "Swish, swish." Of course, that song was rumored to be a diss towards Taylor Swift, and no one has seen Kylie and Taylor together recently, so I wonder what happened behind the scenes.
I know, to be honest, Kylie, girl, you're really throwing me off. First you post the happy birthday pic for Taylor, now you're hanging out with her arch nemesis. Like, are you friends or aren't you friends? Because I think when you're very close friends with someone, if they have had beef with someone else and it was as bad as we've heard with Taylor and Katie, I don't think I would then try to pursue a friendship. It's one thing to be friendly to the person, like, don't be a jerk to them, obviously, but it's another to be like, hey girl, hey Katie, wanna get sushi? That was an effort. You had to pursue that friendship.
Well, here's my theory. Maybe Kylie Khloe is like the Raven in this situation. I don't know if anyone knows Game of Thrones, but maybe Taylor has sent Kylie Khloe with kind of a message of like, hey, whatever's happening between you and Taylor, I think it could be over soon. I think this is what Taylor thinks about you. Like, maybe she's the peacekeeper in this situation.
Aaron.
I'm serious.
Aaron, you're telling me.
Yes.
Do you think Kylie went to get sushi to make peace between Taylor and Katie?
Yes.
When we haven't seen Kylie and Taylor together in like over how long? Almost
I
a
think
year?
it's possible. Well, here's the other thing. Taylor Swift wasn't spotted for a year or more.
That's true.
So it is possible for them to be hanging out together and us not know about it. But I do think it's a smart strategy because before Taylor meets up with Katie, I feel like someone has to unite them. And that someone might be Kylie Khloe. I'm just saying.
Okay, guys, but now I want to hear from you. So with all this Selena drama with her mom, but now her mom's following her back, do you think that they're finally going to make amends? Like, is Sel going to now follow her mom back on Instagram?
I hope so. Ugh, gross, Instagram. Also, you guys, do you think that this year, 2018, is going to be the year that Katy Perry and Taylor Swift also make amends, become friends? Do you think that Kylie Khloe is switching sides on us?
Yes.
Let us know in the comments. These are the hard-hitting questions we want to know from you guys. And I guess we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Another day, another dur. Click left for Kylie revealing Stormi's full name.
And click right for Selena Gomez's response to Charlie Puth's dating rumors.